If you are looking for something different, something truly different, this is the watch for you. So this is the Gimlet. This is a Fears and Studio Underdog collaboration watch, and this is one of my favorite watches I've had in. And I'm not just saying this to be hyperbolic because they sent me this and I got very excited. The Gimlet is so unique and different. I think it is an example of a collaboration done perfectly. And it's a great example of the friendly watchmaking culture that is alive and well in Britain. So let's talk about this new watch. If you're new here, my name is Brittany, and I started this channel to see if I could disappoint my parents more than they already were. Mission accomplished. But you're not here to talk about me, you're here to talk about the Gimlet. I got this press sample on loan from the amazing team over at Studio Underdog, and this is not my personal watch. Let's start with the cold hard facts, the specifications. This has a case diameter of 38 millimeters, a thickness of 12 millimeters, and a lug-to-lug of 43.5 mil. Something to keep in mind is that this is a 38 millimeter cushion case. Cushion cases always were interesting. Sometimes they feel larger with that little bit of extra real estate being taken up with the case, and sometimes they weirdly feel smaller. On the wrist, I'd say this feels a bit more like a 36 millimeters, maybe even a 37 millimeters rather than a 38 mil, and it is absolutely delightful to wear. So here it is on my 5.5 inch wrist and my husband's 7-inch wrist for comparison. I think it looks good on both of our wrist sizes, effortlessly cool. It almost wears like a really cute and small Panerai. That's what it is. It actually reminds me a bit of a Panerai. Back on the specifications, this has 100 meters of water resistance, a fully luminous dial, stainless steel case material, and powered by the Sellita SW210-1 manual winding movement, giving you 42 hours of power reserve and an accuracy rating of -7 + 7 seconds per day. Specification-wise, you really can't argue with this. Good collaborations, good duos have actually been on my mind for a while now. When a partnership just brings out the best of each other and creates something truly special, creates something that couldn't exist with them apart. I'm thinking of Key and Peele, Simon and Garfunkel, Chewbacca and Han Solo. And then, every once in a while, you get two things that you wouldn't think would go together, but they are pure magic, like chicken and waffles. And that is what this collaboration is to me. If you asked me to picture a Fears Studio Underdog collaboration, I wouldn't know where to start, and I wouldn't be able to dream up something as good as this. This is a collaboration perfectly executed. Both brands are clearly and obviously represented in this, without it feeling like a mishmash of ideas that don't go together, and this is not an easy thing to do. You can see the clear design elements of Fears with the Brunswick-style cushion case with short lugs, skeletonized syringe hands, and signature onion crown. But then the dial, movement, and strap are completely Studio Underdog, so a very 02 series dial with the 1mm thick sapphire sheet bolted atop the base layer that is fully luminous. All of the printing and indexes are on the top transparent sapphire sheet, casting a shadow on the base luminous layer and really adding a depth to this dial. The dial has a subtle gradient finish that once again harkens back to the Gimlet, which is a cocktail that this is named after. Speaking of which, there's something that feels very missing from this video. Movie magic. Look at that. Now, if there's one thing I know about Nicholas Bowman Scargill and Richard Bank, it is that nothing they create is an afterthought. Even the cocktail this gets its name from is incredibly British. Drink time story break. So, the Gimlet cocktail originated in the 19th century as a way to encourage Royal Navy sailors to drink lime juice to prevent scurvy. Those limeys. The cocktail is simple with 3 ingredients: gin, fresh lime juice, and simple syrup. The story goes that Royal Navy doctors encouraged the drink, and it became particularly popular with British officers. The drink spread beyond Royal Navy ships and became a popular drink in cities. Wow, thank you Storytime. Now I know more about this drink and this watch, and I have a little buzz. This is a really nice drink. Going back to this watch and the collaborative aspects, the Arabic numerals are in a Fears Brunswick typography, once again giving a little bit of Fears on the dial. Powering this watch is the same Sellita manual winding caliber that is in the 02 series, the SW210-1, and the strap is made by the Strap Tailor, same as the current 02 series straps. The strap features quick release spring bars, and there is 20mm between the lugs, making it easy to swap out the strap, but honestly, the one it comes with is fantastic. Really soft leather, and perfectly suits the design. Turning this watch around is a simple caseback decorated with a lime, reminding us why this is called the Gimlet. Every single element of this watch has clearly been thought through, and there's clear design elements from each brand. A truly good collaboration brings two things together to make something even better, even more special than they could make apart. And that's exactly what this watch is. So, how can you buy one of these? These are going to be extremely tricky to buy. These are going to be truly rare, limited to only 200 pieces, only available at British Watchmakers Day here in the UK, in London on March 8th, priced at £1,000 or Great British pounds. It is first come, first serve, and that is the only way to buy one. If you are interested and based in the UK, I highly recommend getting to British Watchmakers nice and early on March 8th. I am so tempted by one of these, but I know my luck. I know I will stand in line and I will be the 202nd person in line, and I will just miss out. But honestly, considering the Fears Brunswick 38mm retails for just under £3,000, to buy this collaboration, incredibly limited, for £1,000 is an absolute freaking bargain. I usually end reviews by looking at what I like and don't like about a watch, but it would be very boring in this video because I like everything. I legitimately cannot find a complaint about this watch, and it's not sponsored. They're not even paying me to like it this much. I think it is freaking delightful to wear. It's so sporty and fun, while also feeling contemporary and elegant. It feels like a celebration of British watchmaking and a friendly collaboration between British watch companies. The movement is great, the price is great, and it's just a friendly reminder that we are better together. It's collaboration, not competition, and I love that. A high tide raises all ships. And with that, let's drink the drink of British naval officers and thank the Pope tier patrons. This is my first time trying a Gimlet. It was on camera, and I gotta say, this is a nice drink. I'm gonna go inside and make another one. But first, thank you so much to all the names on this screen. The Pope tier patrons, they are gorgeous, they are fabulous, they're amazing, they keep the lights on here at Gringa HQ. I hope you keep enjoying my weird little channel. I love making watch videos. Yeah, thank you. You're so awesome. That is good. This is a good drink. I forgot to say as well, when I was talking about design language, I've actually met the person who does the typography for Fears. He's a Canadian, his name is Lee, and I just wanted to do a shout out to him. There's all these people who create a watch. There's all these people who lend their minds and their unique abilities to creating a watch, and we don't always realize these people are here, their names. So big shout out to Lee. Your typography is fantastic. You rock.